In this video, we're going to take a look at some pocket flares for my '03 Dodge Ram. Alright guys, so this is what your fender flares are going to look like when you get them out of the box. There's your front, and that's your back. Now these fender flares are for 2002 to 2008 Dodge Ram. They have a textured finish and also have the rivet style pocket flare. The flares are UV protected, so you don't have to worry about fading. You're also going to receive an instruction manual, all the hardware needed to install these, and weather stripping seal. Now as far as the instructions go, they're clear on how to do the install. Shows you everything you need to do, how to install the front, the backs. A few things I'd like to go over with the hardware. The hardware is stainless steel, so you won't have to worry about it rusting. The actual fender flare itself is made out of ABS plastic. It is textured. I don't know if you guys can see the texture on it. It's kind of a matte black finish. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install these stainless steel Allen screws that they give you. That's what gives it the rivet look that makes these pocket flares so distinctive. They give you an Allen wrench to use, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my power tools and a 1/2-inch wrench to make it a little bit faster. Alright, so this is what they're going to look like after you install the rivets. Now the cool thing with these flares, they also can be painted to match your vehicle if you choose to. Alright guys, as you can see, these are standard flares I got when I bought the truck. And these are the pocket flares. Just to give you guys an idea of the different look between the two. My standard is a little bit smoother finish. This is textured, and obviously you can see the difference with the rivets. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take off my old fender flares. Like I said, the difference between these actually use sheet metal screws to screw into your fender, where the pocket flares actually use your existing bolts that's in your fender to install. So there's no extra drilling or anything you gotta do with those flares. It's just kind of one of those things that just bolts right up. Alright guys, so pocket flares obviously have been out for a while. There's nothing new about these. But I think one valuable aspect of this video is anybody that has the stock or the standard flares on their Dodge Ram, I always wondered if these pocket flares are actually any bigger, any wider or anything in the measurements, and if it's worth the upgrade besides just looks. So all I want to do is I want to do a couple measurements here just to see the size difference, if any, between these two flares. As for the depth, you're looking at about 3 3/4 inch. On the standard one, you're looking at about 3 inches. So you get almost a 1 whole inch as far as the measurement between here and here. Looks like it gets pretty wide down here. You're looking at 6 inches here and 3 inches here. So that's going to help deflecting mud up on your door. Right now I'm not going to clean all this off. As you can see, this was two-sided tape for my old flare. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place the new flare up there, and then we'll be able to use this as some type of guide to see how the difference in fitment and the size of the two flares are. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and install this fender flare. There's 3 mounting points. I'm going to show you on the truck where they are. There's one right there, which I already loosened. There's another there, and there's one at the bottom. Alright, so that's what it looks like installed. As you can see right here, this is where the old one came up to. This right here is actually the two-sided tape that the old one used. So the older standard flare actually came up higher, and actually came up, it was higher here too. But as you can see, this flare actually sticks out more to prevent from mud flinging up on your truck. It actually gives it a nice aggressive look. Would look a lot better with some aftermarket wheels, especially any type of wheel that the offset allows the wheel to stick out a little bit farther to give it a wider stance. These pocket flares would help out a lot in keeping rocks and mud and everything from flinging up and chipping your paint or getting your truck dirty. All in all, the fitment seems decent. There is a little bit of gap right here and around the top, but they do give you this weather seal to put around the edge. It's an edge seal. I did not install that, but this will help to keep that gap filled in. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I just installed the back. The back's as easy as the front. It's not difficult at all installing these pocket flares. That's what the finished look looks like. Just like the front didn't cover as much as the standard flares, the back is the same way. It's not as tall or as wide. But the flare does stick out more. Alright guys, so the install was super easy. Didn't have any issues at all. If you guys are interested in these fender flares, I'll put a link in the description box below. You guys can go to Amazon to purchase these. If you guys found this video useful, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.